Boom, boom. What is going on, everybody? This is, I'm gonna keep, don't worry about that. My camera's messing up. This is your moron with conscience, excuse me, aka conscious moron. Um, I'm on Twitter again, just trolling around, I guess. And I happened to come across this video with Montell Williams. And I want all the brothers, especially all the Black Republican brothers, to listen to what he has to say.
It's her tenor. The tenor is let's unite, not divide. It's time to have more conversations, even like the ones we're having right here. Though I disagree with what you've said, we've disagreed. We've also kind of just slightly realized that we could turn that beach ball just a little bit and see a different panel, see a different point of view.
Commonality.
She is really focused on trying to make America understand that what unites us is far greater than what divides us as a mass. And we ought to pay attention to those people on the fringes who are taking away the wrong message. Those people who have some form of mental illness who are taking away the wrong message. So that if my side doesn't win, then burn the whole thing down. You can't do this. You got to remember, folks like me, and we probably got 40 million.
It's very interesting, his perspective on what he thinks about Kamala. He knows her better than most, I would say. They're in a relationship. So I'm just wondering what the Black Republican males are thinking about this. I'm sure they're not going to watch and believe it. And they say he's probably trying to get a position in the White House. I can only imagine. But let's continue. I'm sorry.
Veterans alive. The majority of them put their hand up in the air and said, I do solemnly swear and affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Period. That's what we believe in. That's why I put a uniform on. To protect this for your generation. Let's start focusing on how we protect this and stop firing up those idiots who really think that they can. Because at the end of the day, what do you want? You want to eat out of a garbage can? Because that's what's going to happen. If we go to a civil war, remember,
I think Montell about to make a comeback.
Deaths in the American Civil War than any other conflict since.
Brother against brother.
We're going to do it again? Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. This is a really, really serious moment in our history.
Very serious moment. Uh-oh.
Before Iraq, says the guardsman who replaced him. Tim Walz accused by National Guard peers of betraying his country. As a veteran of the Iraqi campaign, I would like to respond to this. If you don't know where the accusations are coming from, they're coming from this. Command Sergeants Major retired Thomas Behrens and Paul Herr wrote an open letter that they posted on Facebook. Basically what they said was Tim Walz was the command sergeant major of his battalion. And in 2005, when the unit received a warning order that they were going to be deploying to Iraq, that Tim Walz abruptly retired from the National Guard and ran for Congress. They are saying he abandoned his soldiers when they needed him the most and skipped out on a deployment. And Thomas Behrens is the guy who replaced Tim Walz as the command sergeant major of that battalion. This Thomas Behrens, who in March of 2020 posted this on his Facebook, hurry before they are sold out. One of the best replacements for toilet paper out there. If you'll remember, in March of 2020, there was a toilet paper shortage. And what is he suggesting that you wipe your ass with? Socks that have the logo of the Democratic Party on it. What about this post from December of 2019? If you're having a bad day, just remember there's a Mr. Pelosi. Or what about this post from January where he's taking shots at Joe Biden? That's the Thomas Behrens that wrote the open letter. Thomas Behrens, who is very clearly MAGA, who very clearly has political motivations in his interpretation of Tim Walz's exit from the National Guard. My interpretation as a soldier and veteran myself is this. He was a command sergeant major. If he was just trying to dodge a deployment, he didn't need to retire, leave, or do anything sneaky to do it. He had the position and power to do it. And according to people who served under him, they said the following. He talked with us for quite a while on that subject. He weighed the decision to run for Congress very heavy. He loved the military. He loved the Guard. He loved the soldiers that he worked with. You can't just run for Congress. The stars have to be aligned. A seat has to be vacating in the party that you want to run for. It has to be the right year. You have to be in a position to campaign, raise money, et cetera, et cetera. So it's very clear what happened here. Tim Walz was considering a congressional run for a while, as that guy said. In 2005, the stars were aligned, and it just so happened that his unit got tagged for an upcoming deployment. So he was at a crossroads that he weighed heavily and made a hard decision. That decision led to a political career that took him to the government governor of Minnesota, where he did a lot of amazing things that he can be proud of. And through his work, we can see his character. And a guy with his character is not the guy that Thomas Behrens and Paul Hurt is accusing him of being, especially when Thomas Behrens.
All right, I just wanted to show that Montell clip that Tim Walls came up nowhere. We're going to get up out of here. Thank y'all so much for joining the Moron with a Conscience. I'm sorry. Thinking of something else, but we're going to get back. Y'all be good. Peace.